Hope you guys are all having an excellent day. Mine has been extremely busy. Been doing a lot of yard work today. Might be sniffing a little bit, and the reason for it is I mowed the grass and I'm actually allergic to grass. So hopefully that doesn't ruin this video too much. But today I do want to answer a question that I've been getting from a lot of close friends of mine is what drones have I been using in some of my other footage? I just got into this hobby a few months ago. And I don't just have one drone, I actually have 3 of them. And I got into the FPV drone hobby and it's been excellent. I will say I haven't been able to actually use the drones as much as I'd like to. But let's just do a quick comparison between the ones that I have. So here you will find the 3 drones that I have. So I have the DJI FPV drone, which is typically what I'm using in all my footage. I have basically an acro drone that I built. And then I have a mini, which is super cute. Hazelin loves this, and I'll show you the reason why in a little bit. But really, what got me into the hobby was the DJI FPV drone. They launched the kit back in April of this year, and I immediately jumped on it. And I'll show you why in a little bit. But FPV does stand for first-person view. So the reason it stands for first-person view is unlike maybe the drones that you know where you use your phone or a tablet or some screen on your controller to fly the drone. Here you actually have goggles, and you have to wear these goggles because you're actually maneuvering the vehicle through the onboard camera, and you can see it pretty good in this DJI FPV one. So you're actually flying the drone as if you are the drone, which is it's amazing. It's a great feeling, especially through that DJI one. You have basically a 4K onboard camera that you're able to use to see where you're flying. DJI FPV drone does require its own proprietary controller, and then I have another controller that's used for my other 2 drones. So really a comparison between these. I kind of do want to just go into some actual flying in a little bit. And there is rain that's coming, so I do have to move this video quick. Is that the DJI FPV does use a digital system. So digital with the digital receiver and the digital goggles. Extraordinary, I mean extraordinary visuals. So you have the digital system, and then you also have the analog system, which is what typical FPV drones use. Analog is like your old analog TVs. So you got the static, and you basically see that also in your goggles. So it looks like you're looking at an old staticky TV. But yeah, the DJI one runs digital, the others run analog, and again, you'll see a big difference in that. But yeah, very different drones. The DJI FPV is really a high-end drone. It cost me, I think, $1,300, and then the acro one cost me about $450 to build. That one you do have to solder. You got to basically buy all individual components, and you basically put it all together yourself. You got to program it as well. And then the mini, which again, Hazelin's back there excited to take this one for a little spin. That one actually I think I bought for $100, and it was already pre-built. But yeah, those are the 3 drones I got. I'm not really sure what else to say. The little one does have it uses a 1-cell battery. It only lasts about, let's say, 3 to 4 minutes of runtime. So I think I have like 12 batteries that I always keep with me. And then the acro drone that I have, it has a 4-cell battery, but that one typically this lasts about 6 minutes. That's a different beast though compared to these others. And then the DJI FPV drone lasts somewhere around 12 to, let's say, 14 minutes, depending on how hard you push it. But these drones are awesome. So with that, let's just jump into some flying footage. So I am gonna basically put a SD card in the goggles, and you guys will be able to see what I see when I'm flying these drones. All right, so we're all set to take the mini for a spin. Let me show you the mini again. So we got a little onboard camera right there that we're gonna be using to, again, navigate this drone. Hazelin loves it, so in a second you'll see why. But yeah. All right, so taking the mini out for a spin. So as you guys can see in the goggles, it is pretty staticky. I mean, you can see pretty well, but it's definitely not, 100% clear. And as you can also see, Hazelin really likes this drone. So again, we only have about maybe 3 minutes of runtime, and it depends on how hard I'm pushing it. See if I can. Whoa! No, wrong approach there. Woo! We made it. And yeah, we only have very short range, so let's kind of park it right here. There's Peanuts also hiding right behind me. There's definitely a brave one in the family. Yeah, so for distance, we actually don't have much distance that we can fly. As you can see, the further I get away, I mean, I'm starting to lose reception. It starts looking staticky on the video feed, but my controller also only has so much distance to go. I think we lost Hazelin. Hazels! Oh, there you are. We definitely didn't lose Hazelin. Whoa, almost got us. Whoa, almost got us there. Oh, crash landed. Alright, so the next drone we're going to take for a spin is the Acro one that I built. Again, it cost me about $450 to build. Again, this one is a different beast. It is still running on the analog system, so you'll see, again, still kind of some fuzzy or some staticness in the goggles. You can mount a GoPro on this one. It is strong enough to be able to have a GoPro mounted on top of it, but I do not own one, so you will only be able to see what I see out of the goggles. So not high res in the goggles. Of course, GoPro's really good quality, so you can of course get some good footage with them. But again, there you go. Hazen, you stand back. Like I said, this one is a different beast because this one has a lot of power. Sadly, I don't have enough space to like really maneuver it in the area. You really need like a lot of open field to be able to fly this one at its potential. Hey everyone, not sure how much footage you were able to see out of this camera with that Acro drone. My camera actually timed out. It's warm out here, so the camera said that it was internally hot. So, but yeah, that Acro drone is it's a different beast. I mean, it is very fast and very strong. Definitely not something you want to be getting a little kid. That one can really injure somebody or injure property. But yeah, it's a different beast. I hardly ever fly that one because, to be honest, it is intimidating, and I don't really have the space to be able to fly it openly here. But yeah, next we're going to get to the DJI FPV, which is the first FPV drone that I bought, and yeah, you'll see why that one is just so different. It's, first off, it's not on the analog system, so you don't see the staticky. You're actually seeing through a 4K camera. It's the proprietary DJI digital system. But yeah, let's give it a quick fly. It is getting very cloudy out here. It's about to start raining. We might even get some rain. But yeah, let's get to it. You might not be able to see out of this camera, but you'll get some good footage on the onboard camera. Yeah, so first off, this one will hover in place. So you literally don't have to be controlling the camera or the drone. Unlike the other drones where, again, there's a set camera, here you can adjust it. You can give micro adjustments. This is the drone that I use for volleyball. Yeah, this is a different drone. I mean, you definitely get what you pay for. This one, I can let go of the controller and it'll just hover in place. The other one, definitely not. If there's a little bit of side wind, it'll just knock it off course and it'll just continue in that trajectory. You gotta give micro adjustments. But yeah, let's take this drone for just a little spin. So right now it's just in a normal, I guess, drone speed. I mean, it's only going maybe like 5, 10, 15 miles per hour. But there is a sport mode, which will basically allow you to go faster. But again, you can just let go of the camera or of the controller, and you still it'll just hover in place. Now this one can go, I think, about an entire mile away. So again, very different. It's on a digital system, but you still have the flexibility, and let me do that, of switching this into a full acro mode. So I can do this, and basically you can fly like a normal FPV drone, which means that you can do all the crazy maneuvers that you can. Like with that, but this one is a far heavier drone, so obviously you can't fly it like that acro one. That acro one clearly has way more power. But yeah, I mean, this one you can fly an entire mile away. Check out the camera footage. There's an airport close by and I can't fly that far. It's illegal. But yeah, this is the DJI FPV drone. Very different. Hey, so that is a quick comparison of my FPV drones. It is getting extremely cloudy out here. So, and I do have a party I need to get to right now. Oh yeah, I got 20 minutes to go buy some beer and to get to this party. I need a shower. Yeah, so I'm about to get going. But before that, I do want to, I guess, close up real quick. Again, there's the DJI FPV drone that got me really into the hobby. It does run on its proprietary digital system, which basically means that you need to have that specific goggle and specific controller to be able to operate that drone. Typically and historically, all FPV drones have been on the analog system, and that's because of the low latency that you do get between the drone and the goggles. Again, when you're doing maneuvers and stuff, you want to be able to have no latency, no lag basically between when you're operating the drone and what's happening, in your visual, where you're seeing through visuals and what's happening with your controller. So yeah, they're all excellent drones. Very different, I will say. The DJI FPV is more of a cinematic FPV drone. There's still like the Mavics that have, I say, even more cinematics. But then you have really the acrobatic one that has just power. I mean, absolute power, and it's awesome. It's fun. Dangerous, but fun. And then you got the Mini, which is honestly my favorite, and Hazelin's favorite. So, if you are planning on getting in the hobby, which it's awesome, by the way, it's a great hobby. To be honest, I wish I had a little bit more time to actually play with these toys. My recommendation would be to start off with the Minis. That is honestly my favorite. I mean, you get to learn how to maneuver it. The Mini does have prop guards, so you can crash it. I'm constantly crashing that one, running into things. I can fly it indoors, outdoors. As long as you get one that's powerful enough to be flown outdoors, I mean, you're gonna have fun with that one. Hazelin loves it too, so trust me, take Hazelin's word. And then, to be honest, then I'm a little iffy with the DJI FPV because it was, to be honest, very pricey. And it's really only used for cinematic footage, which you can maybe use a Mavic for. But again, flying with the goggles and being able to see out of that 4K camera is awesome. I will say that is the one, that's the reason why I got it. I wanted to be able to travel, maybe go to the Grand Canyon even, and then just be able to fly through the canyon. Anywhere I go, just be able to have the goggles and just be able to fly out there. So that's the reason I would get the DJI FPV. And then the Acro, you know, the full drone, you know, the FPV drone, but like, you know, this is the actual hobby. This one is dangerous. I will say, I definitely need a lot more practice to be able to fly that one comfortably. I mean, you can go on YouTube and just type in, you know, FPV, I don't know, like FPV stunts or something, and you will see some incredible footage. And people mount GoPros on them, and they are going up like skyscrapers, going through parking garages, doing some crazy like maneuvers. That drone has the power to do it, I will say. But yeah, I mean, if you want to get in the hobby, I would start off with the Mini. It is on the analog system, so maybe it'll be cheaper than getting the whole DJI proprietary system. But yeah, the hobby is great. I have enjoyed it so far. With that, I need to stop rambling, and I need to get to this party. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Take care. Hope you guys have an excellent weekend. If it is the weekend for you guys, if not, I hope you're having an excellent week. Well, see you guys. So another North Carolina storm is rolling through. The calm before the storm. Well, it's not really calm right now, it's pretty loud. So, just finished getting changed for this party I'm supposed to be going to. And while I was inside, I was, Yeah, so I was thinking about, you know, the FPV drones. That was my shoe, not the dog. I was thinking about these FPV drones and really the benefits of each of them. And I know I gave you guys a quick overview, but to be honest, the Mini has been my favorite so far. And that's just because of how easy it is to, and how easy and the amount of places that I can use it. Again, I can use it indoors, I can use it outdoors fairly well. It has the power to be able to fly outdoors. You can crash it and not really feel bad about it. I've already wrecked one of the frames, but I mean, it was after a lot of abuse. I mean, I have flown into many trees, many walls, all over the place. And that one's my favorite because I don't have to, I can practice on it, and I don't have to worry about you know, it breaking. So I've already replaced one of the frames. It cost me like $15 to replace the frame. But yeah, that one has been my favorite. Again, it is in the analog system, so you can't really record out of that little Mini well, like the cinematic FPV drones, or like the DJI systems, on the digital systems. Then I would say that the DJI FPV has been my second favorite, and that is just because of that. I mean, I can take cinematic footage. I don't really push that one, and the reason for it is it's too expensive to crash. So I just don't want to crash it and wreck it. So I'm really just doing cinematic footage with that, and then anytime I actually want to fly out a good distance to just be able to, I don't know, experience, you know, while I'm traveling, or I know I've just been posting some volleyball footage, but you know, if I'm traveling, I want to be able to like see around, and it's awesome when you can be like in the sky, again, with goggles on. So that one is my second favorite. And the acro drone, to be honest, I have only used maybe like 15 times total, and I've had it for months. And the reason for it is just I'm too worried about, I don't know, hurting myself, hurting my dogs, hurting others, running into my vehicles, injuring somebody. It's just that's a completely different beast. I mean, I feel like I still have a lot to learn before I can start really pushing that one to its limits. Yeah, I haven't even started testing its limits. Again, go on YouTube and see these crazy maneuvers that people are doing. Again, this one, it doesn't hover in place, so you gotta constantly be fighting its, is the way that I think of it, being able to maneuver that aircraft pretty well. But yeah, that kind of sums it up for me. My Mini has been my favorite. It has also been Hazen's favorite. Maybe that's another reason why I also enjoy it. I can play with the dogs. And then the DJI one is really just for cinematic. And then the Acro one is, yeah, it's scary. With that, I gotta head to this party. I gotta now find my rain jackets. I know, I have like 4 of them since I live in North Carolina. I gotta go find one and then head on over. Gotta go get some beer first, right? Never show up to a party without a good case of beer. Well, with that, I hope you guys have a good one. See ya. I made it to the party. Am I late? Yeah, only about an hour and 16 minutes. But hey, I brought beer. All right. See you guys later.